Bees.
Yo, what's up, YouTube? This is your boy Junior, aka Smoking Guns, out here in Tucson, Arizona, representing the Ultimate Fight Club, giving you the latest content in boxing and MMA news that is out. So, today's video is actually on Conor McGregor, and I heard about this last night, but I wanted to get a little bit more information on this before I ended up making a video, just for the simple fact is Conor McGregor, he's done this before, and I didn't want to make a video on this, and then all of a sudden he ends up coming back into the scene again. But this looks like it is official that Conor McGregor announces his retirement from MMA again. And this is coming out on MMAnews.com, where it states, Conor McGregor announces his retirement from MMA again. Conor McGregor is once again looking to break the internet after announcing late Monday night that he is retiring from the sport of mixed martial arts. And it also goes on to state in this article, Conor McGregor has apparently decided to retire from mixed martial arts again. Now, before anyone starts breaking out the timeshare vacation home and gold watches, this isn't the first time that McGregor has made a similar announcement during his career. The latest comes just hours after McGregor appeared on The Tonight Show and stated that he was negotiating for a July return to the UFC, but added that the fight game was mad at the same time. Now McGregor is saying he's retired from the sport after posting the news on his Twitter account. Hey guys, quick announcement. I've decided to retire from the sport formerly known as mixed martial arts today, McGregor wrote. I wish all my old colleagues well going forward in competition. I now join my former partners on this venture, already in retirement. Proper pina coladas on me, fellas. And it also goes on to state in this article, McGregor's declaration comes nearly 3 years after he first retired from fighting after he was in the middle of a dispute with the UFC over his next contest. Back then, McGregor dropped a note out of nowhere that read, I have decided to retire young. Thanks for the cheese. Catch yous later. It also goes on to state, McGregor obviously didn't actually retire, and he returned to action a few months later when he faced Nate Diaz in a rematch at UFC 202 in August 2016. Still, that message from McGregor exploded on social media and ended up as one of the biggest posts of the entire year, with nearly 150,000 retweets to this day. It's not clear if McGregor is once again embroiled in heated negotiations with the UFC over his next fight, but all signs seem to point in that direction. McGregor was reportedly in talks to face Donald Cowboy Cerrone until the UFC apparently wanted to make that fight a co-main event on a pay-per-view card rather than the featured headline. As the biggest draw in the sport, McGregor knows the value he brings to a card, so co-main event status might not exactly sit well with him. The timing is all very strange, considering McGregor has twice said in the past week that he's targeting a return to action in July, but perhaps talks with the UFC have broken down. Either way, for now, McGregor is claiming he's retired from mixed martial arts. Quote, now, with this article coming out, this article pretty much breaks down exactly what I was thinking, just for the simple fact is, before I heard about this retirement thing last night, I was thinking to myself, like, dude, wasn't he in talks to friggin' fight Donald Cerrone in friggin' July or something like that? And then all of a sudden, I had seen that friggin' Donald Cerrone is going to be fighting Ally Quinta. So when I seen that, I already knew that the talks with him and Donald Cerrone had already broken down, but then there was talks about maybe him having a trilogy fight with Nate Diaz. So with that fight with Nate Diaz possibly coming into fruition, and with Nate Diaz publicly coming out talking crap to Conor McGregor, saying that he's down to get that smoke, it definitely seemed like that trilogy fight might be in the making. But then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, he came out with this retirement announcement last night. I was thinking, like, maybe he's just trying to use this as a ploy to be able to get a main event status, just for the simple fact in this article, it already stated that they did not want to put him on the main event. And something that came out already corroborating that statement is an article that just came out today with Dana White, and this came out in MMAnews.com also, where it states, Dana White explains why Conor McGregor was offered a co-main event fight. UFC President Dana White confirms that Conor McGregor was in talks to face Donald Cowboy Cerrone, while adding why he wanted that fight as a co-main event in July. It goes on to state in this article, Now White has confirmed that was exactly the problem, as the promotion attempted to book McGregor on the upcoming UFC 239 card in July as part of International Fight Week 2019. Yes, that did happen. Every time I deal with Conor, there's always something. There's always something to deal with, and we get it figured out, White told Barstool Sports, My Mom's Basement podcast, this week. Let me ask you a question. We were going to do the fight that was going to be on the card with him was probably going to be the heavyweight championship. Should that be the co-main event? The heavyweight title fight would obviously involve current champion Daniel Cormier, and the fight that he's been pursuing is a showdown against current WWE superstar Brock Lesnar. Obviously, that fight wasn't a done deal, although White has said recently that he would like to see Lesnar return in the summer after his obligations to World Wrestling Entertainment were wrapped up. It seems that was definitely the plan for July, with White now confirming plans for a heavyweight title fight as the targeted headliner for UFC 239. White believes he would have received a ton of blowback for putting McGregor atop that card with Cormier's heavyweight title defense as the co-main event. The more people I hear from, the fans and the media and all this ish, if I end up putting Conor McGregor not as a champion on the main event, I guess I don't have to listen to any bull-ish, do I? White stated. So if I didn't do it this way and I just made him the main event with no title, no nothing, everybody would go effing mental and go nuts and start chirping about, oh, he gets favoritism 100%, quote. Now, with this article coming out from Dana White, pretty much confirming that Conor McGregor was not going to be on the main event and stating how he wanted to put him on that co-main event status. This is pretty much seems like the reason why Conor McGregor is going to retire, because it seems like he is not going to be the friggin' main event in that pay-per-view fight. But at the same time, it doesn't necessarily mean that Conor McGregor won't come back, because I'm pretty sure if Dana White put him on the main event card for another pay-per-view fight, I'm definitely sure that Conor McGregor would come back for millions of dollars to be a main event on another particular card. And it just seems kind of funny that they can't negotiate him being on another friggin' fight card, especially if Dana White wants to put Daniel Cormier versus Brock Lesnar as the main event, which makes total sense. But if Conor McGregor is trying to get on the main event status, which he pretty much should, just for the simple fact is Conor McGregor is one of the hugest draws in the UFC, and no matter what fight card he gets on, he is definitely going to bring a lot of viewership to whatever fight card that he is on. So it definitely makes sense that they can negotiate to put him on another fight card to make him the main event. But I guess it is what it is. For right now, he is retired, and I guess we're not going to know what's going to happen with this, if he's going to stay retired, if negotiations with him and the UFC are still going to be ongoing until they're able to put him on another fight card, or maybe this is the end of Conor McGregor. But I hope you guys like the video. If you guys like the video, make sure to hit the like button. If you're not subscribed, make sure to subscribe to the channel. And if you guys have any kind of questions, any kind of comments, hit me up in the comment section, and I'll be sure to hit you guys up, all right? So I hope you like the video. Holla at your boy.